Alright, let's ride. Good evening, brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, Melanoid Nation worldwide, Melanoid Nation in North America, South America, Central America, and in the Caribbean and beyond. Shoot, welcome to the amazing show. This is your host, the original Black Knight, the true Knight Rider, Mr. O, and I'm here with you tonight. Yes, I just got through polishing off, got the brand new optics on 30-06 rifle. Got some new sights on the longbow. And you know what this day means. Be very, very, very quiet. We hunting coons. And yes, this Coon Hunter's Thursday. And do I got a doozy for you? It came across to my attention via word of mouth and via Instagram that, you know, I'm just gonna make something real clear right now. Me being a born and raised resident here in Miami, Florida, it's a very complex city. Now, the only reason I've been able to survive here was due to the fact that I had a two-parent household, along with several of my brothers and my sisters. Well, one is deceased right now. That's been deceased. I buried him last year, so rise in power to my late sister. You're gonna cross some things, and you learn some things as well. Learn about some people. But if you think for 1 second that the quote unquote, what I'm about to say, the quote unquote niggerance is just only filtered in places like perhaps in Baltimore, Chicago, Atlanta, any of those places like that, couldn't get any worse than here. Yeah, I know. When you think about Miami, first thing come to everybody's mind when the outside looking in is South Beach. That's the first place people want to go. Well, black people come there from everywhere else, from the few cities I just mentioned. They want to go to South Beach. Never mind the fact, you want to come check out historical Overtown that's been an all-black community since 1804. Or Liberty City, formerly known as Edison Central. Or Wynwood. Or Opelika. Or either Carroll City, now corporately known as Miami Gardens. Or Norwood. Or you go further over like in Hialeah and Seminole. The reason why I'm mentioning that is that one thing about this city, you do have diversity, particularly among the black community, and particularly, because when you think about Miami, everybody think like, quote unquote, that it's a predominantly his so-called Hispanic community, because Hispanic is not a race, it's an ethnicity. Let's get that out the way right now. Sorry about that, folks. Just getting here. I'm getting a little bit late jumping on there. But what I'm going to get to right there, but it just, somehow, it's just unfiltered ignorance that's coming out there. And none could either come any worse than it is on the hip-hop scene. Now, really, when it came down to the hip-hop scene here in Miami, the person you really need to thank for that happens to be good friend who I grew up with, admiring, watching, Watching Grow, learned a lot. And that happens to be Luther Campbell, aka Uncle Luke. He the one that put Miami on the hip hop map. And then shortly followed, you had 2 Live Crew, you had Annette, you had LaJuan Love, MC Shy-D, who's not even local regular, he's from Georgia. Piccolo. Oh, I can't forget about Pitbull. Shoot, Pitbull done already moved on, went to Superstar. Shoot. But it was the blacks were the ones that basically built his foundation. But, he's done moved on and everything like that. Sort of forgot where he came from. Squazzy, all this stuff. But then you had new flux of them. You got Trina, Jackie O, and currently Rick Ross, and all these others. And of course, the one person I'm about to get to right now, and I'm about to flame his ass, and that happens to be one Maurice Young, aka Trick Daddy, the so-called mayor of Dade. Now, Trick Daddy had just recently been in the news about 24 hours ago, talking about a video that he did on Instagram. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that same video, that, Instagram video. I think it's like about a minute and 30 seconds long or something like that. And you can't see the video here because I'm broadcasting from Spreaker and stuff. So people on YouTube who want to see the video, I can't show you that. But you see the picture of Trick Daddy there. But I can play the audio. People on Facebook that's listening to me live, listen up. Twitter, listen up. Tumblr, listen up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play the audio for y'all to hear. And I'd rather let him say it before I even say it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to hit his ass up harder than Tupac and the Outlaws.
These Spanish, these white hoes, they just start getting finer than a motherfucker. Y'all black hoes better tighten up. I'm telling you. Tighten up. Y'all doing all that extra shit for nothing. You're not achieving nothing, bitch. You get your ass done, your titties done, and you're paying $150 to get your makeup done just to go to a motherfucker, a local club, bitch. Tighten up, ho. These Spanish and these white hoes is getting very spiffy on y'all. They fuck around and learn how to fry chicken. You all is useless. These Spanish, these white hoes.
Okay. Oh, how do I count the ways? As in, I'm just going to take a cue from the words of Professor Black Truth. And like he always say, and I'm in total agreement with him, there's simply no cure for stupid. Simply none. Because the first thing first that basically come to my mind, and I think my good friend Irvin Griffin, shout out to Irv Griffin, about that, is, here you is, we're talking about Trick Daddy, okay? Hell, I got a couple of his damn songs in my damn music library. I barely play them, if not at all, because it don't do nothing for me. Okay? Here you have a rap artist, a recording artist, who hasn't been relevant since the mid-90s, from the mid-90s, mid to late 90s, early 2000s. You ain't been relevant. You ain't been relevant since you made that video in Club Amnesia. Anybody know, if you're from South Beach, if you're from Miami, you know where Club Amnesia used to be at. Okay? Used to be right there on 1st Street and Collins Avenue. It was the club that looked like a damn stadium. Open top and all. Now I think Prime 112 sits there. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't been over in that way in a while. That's where he shot the famous Nan Nigga video. With, of course, Trina dropping her verse in there. But the thing I want to say about with this, when he said, you know, these white H's just starting to getting finer than a MFer. Saying y'all black H's better tighten up. I'm telling you, tighten up. Y'all doing this extra-ish for nothing. You're not achieving nothing. B word. You getting y'all A done. Your tatas done. Y'all paying $150 to get your makeup done just to go to a local club. B word. Tighten up. H word. These Spanish and these white H word getting very spiffy on y'all. They F around and learn how to fry chicken. Learn how to fry chicken. You H's is useless. Now, I'm trying to be nice. I ain't trying to go all explicit or nothing like that. That's why you see me here say the B and H's when it comes to these profane terms and stuff. So, you know, just gonna try to keep the dialogue clean. Try to keep the dialogue a little bit professional, a little bit more articulate. Okay? But you know, any minute that you know I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna pop off on this fool. Now Trick is nothing like in his early mid 40s. I'ma just say it like that. Yeah, he's around in that age bracket. Okay? And see, not only now should black women should be upset about this? Yeah, of course they do. But I'm gonna say something right now that you think that you might gonna get mad at me saying it, but I got to say it anyway. I'm gonna call it like I see it. I kind of agree with Trick to a degree. Let me clarify myself. This is no way, mean, shape, or how of me defending this fool. But I do have to agree with some of the things that he did say. Because trust me, you walk around the neighborhood, you walk around through the hood, and you see, because he ain't lying. Some of y'all gals do need to step your game up. You know? Mostly taking care of yourselves, taking care of your bodies. Not just physically, but you need to go ahead and start cleansing yourself physically and spiritually. You know? Because it don't make no sense to go ahead and see some of these chicks be looking all roly-poly, Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus looking, and then turn around here and getting more tattoos done up on you than a graffiti artist. And then on top of that, got the nerve to wear some scantily clad outfit just so you could go into the clubs and all this, or wherever y'all go, just to think you're going to hit attract a sugar daddy. You ain't gonna have no problem doing that, because so many of these old soft-aid Negroes out here are so doggone thirsty. Shoot, Gatorade ain't enough to quench their thirst. They'll go at anything. Shoot, you get a Lipizan stallion and put a skirt and some stilettos on, they'll go after that. What I'm basically saying, I'm saying this like in a nice way. Ladies, to my beautiful black sisters, y'all got to get your fitness game up, baby. Take some pride in yourself. I ain't got no problem with you getting all inked up and all that stuff like that. That's you. But don't get out here and be trying to do all this and everything and want to jump with every Tom, Dick, and Harry and all that. And then next thing you know, you ain't take care of yourself. You want to pop out 2, 3, I don't know how many kids. The next thing you know, you're walking around here looking like a BMW. You know, body made wrong. So I kind of agree with Trick on that tip from the get-go. Because trust me, I seen some of y'all gals out here, and then on top of that, you know, not only you look like that, but your attitude and your personality, how you interact with people, also reflects on your appearance. If you gonna get out here and look like trash, pretty soon you gonna start talking and acting like garbage. And see, how you look reflects your personality. Now, I could be wrong. I know some fool gonna get out here and talk about saying, "Oh, Mr. O, don't get out there and try to judge a book guy's cover. Don't judge him that you don't know him." No, your action speaks a lot more louder than words. And people are always gonna judge another person by their actions. It's not what you say, it's what you about. It's what you do that defines you. So, in Trick's defense, I can agree with him to a degree. Let me throw that disclaimer out there. If you don't know what the disclaimer is, look it up. Now, let me get to one thing what Trick did that I don't like. Trick, or should I say Mr. Young or whatever, let me explain something to you. And let me explain something to all you wannabe ballers, you wannabe pimps and players and hustlers and all that stuff. A golden rule you need to apply. You cannot, I repeat, cannot be calling every female H's and B's. Now, I know he said in here that he said these white and Spanish B's and H's say the same thing too. And they even should be embarrassed. They should even be embarrassed. What's even worse, a lot of y'all women often call yourselves that too in reference to y'all. I know y'all do that out of quote unquote kindness or whatever, or you got love for your friend or whatever like that. I get that. But it's a time and a place for everything. And you got to draw the line somewhere. This is what Bill Cosby was talking about. Us having standards. You go back to one of my last podcasts, one of the titles to my podcast, we got to have standards. And that was in reference to the old Tyrannosaurus Rex Brachiosaurus center for the Cleveland Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, who left a beautiful sister I forgot the girl's name. I'm sorry, brain freeze. But the point is, he left her while she pregnant for Khloe Kardashian. He basically left a penthouse for a cave. No standards. The title of this broadcast should have been No Standard Niggas. But it's Thursday. It's coon hunting season. And see the shit Trick did? Here it go. I said it wasn't gonna last long. Sorry, shoot. It's that part of that Samuel L. Jackson finna come out of me. You know. And then he turns around and buys into the stereotype. Because talking about saying that like black women are the only ones go ahead and paying to get the alterations, modifications, and upgrades done to themselves. When he failed to understand that it's only a select few. It's the white and Spanish H's and B's that go ahead and do it on a daily. But nobody's not going to question that. Because the problem is you got a lot of these old thirsty ass dudes out here that want to go ahead and run after them and stuff. They want to get like what Kanye got with Kim Kardashian. So now they're looking for their Kim Kardashian. But in response to Trick, look here. There are sisters out there that do work out. There are sisters out there that's getting out there, that putting it in their fitness game. There are sisters out there that's putting it in their career game. There are sisters out there that's putting it in on any level. Because they starting to open their minds and open their eyes and their ears, and they start to realize that that this is the threat is real. You know. And if you're not going to be part of the solution, then you part of the problem. Stay your ass on the sideline and let the real men and the real women get out there and put in their work. Because like I said, over here, the Amazing Show, man, it's always first and foremost going to be black first. We all about trying to build here, brother. We ain't got time to be getting out here being a motherfucking sidelines cheerleader, want to be biased like Boomer Assassin and Trick Dilfer on NFL Sunday. We ain't got time for that. Hell, you would have been better off just by not saying nothing at all, or even appearing your ass on motherfucking Instagram. Now, let me go say. Now he also said too that he said if they F around and learn how to fry chicken, you H's is useless. Hold on. Let me slow down. Let me slow down for a second. Let me pump the brakes for a minute. Learn how to fry chicken. You just heard what I just read? Did you hear what I just read? Oh, just in case anybody want to jump in on here on Spreaker, the chat room is open, and everything. The Facebook is broadcast live, YouTube broadcast live. Leave your comments right down there. How y'all want to figure that out? You know what I'm saying? Personally, I think this fool done lost his doggone mind. That's how I feel about that right now. That's how I feel. I feel he just lost his doggone mind. But see, that's what happens when That's what happens when you don't have positive influence or negative influence around that. This is the result of what it's going to get. Now, I have been in the presence of Trick Daddy. I don't want to call him by his government name. I did that earlier in the show. But you want to talk about tightening up. If anybody that needs to tighten up, is you. Just like how you looking at these H's and B's. No offense when I call it that. Just repeat what I said. You referring to them as that they need that these black women need to tighten up. You need to take a long look at yourself in the mirror. You need to tighten up, bruh. The only type of chicks you probably getting, and dudes, let's just keep it like that, them old groupie dudes. And on top of that, these days in the so-called rap game with you regular rap artists, shoot, I done seen it too many times. Shoot. When Lil Wayne comes through in the club, I see dudes running over chicks just to want to get close to Wayne, just to want to get close to Birdman. I mean, literally putting a size 13 Converse on a chick's back just to go ahead to be within inches of that. I be saying to myself, look at these old groupie ass dudes. Dusty ass MFs. And Trick, you ain't no different. Because like I said earlier, you haven't been relevant since the late 90s, early 2000s. Now don't think for one second he doesn't have his little male groupies too, because he does. I just think he just did that just to basically so he can stay relevant. Because when it comes down to hitting the rap scene here in Miami, the only persons that stay relevant in the circles right now, it happens to be either Rick Ross, DJ Khaled, or even Drake. Of all people, Drake. Huh. Drake ain't even from here. He's from Canada. Specifically Toronto. He's probably up over there in Cleveland. He'll probably be in Cleveland tomorrow, trying to be up under LeBron then. Trying to get in where you can fit in more places than one. But referring to women being H's and B's, and sisters, y'all got to get out there. Y'all got to check yourselves on that too. But Trick is like falling off, just like he's much like that other idiot from out of Louisiana, Kevin Gates. The one with the tattoos on his face, saying like, got a song, I got 2 cell phones. I just have to shake my head with these guys. If this all what it takes for y'all to get out there to be relevant, then we in a whole lot of trouble. And then on top of that, with the fried chicken part, learn how to fry chicken. Number one, not every black person, and Irv said it best, not every black person eat fried chicken. And on top of that, I done seen more white people eat fried chicken than anything. You go to any fast food chicken joint, Popeyes, KFC, Churches, or shit, hell, Wingstop too. Same thing. See, this is what the problem is. This is what happens when you get caught up in the illusion and the allure of South Beach. he probably gone ahead and probably ran across or probably hollered at one of these chicks that's either from Brazil or Colombia or Costa Rica, Argentina, or Ecuador or somewhere around there, or basically from Spain itself. Or either that, he's got it mixed up with his porn collection he sees at home. I don't know. I'm just calling it like that. But the fact of the matter is, why he's made my list on Coon Hunters Thursday is the fact of the matter that he threw an entire agenda of his race under the bus just to put the other ones up on a pedestal. To me, that's the ultimate crime there, is being a coon. And then I heard some crap too from Charlemagne. I'm not even finna call him a god, because bitch, you ain't no god. Charlemagne the wannabe god. He couldn't even hold his own in debate with that old blonde haired peroxide bimbo from the Blaze. And y'all all know who I'm talking about. There ain't no need to mention her name on my show, because I eat it up behind 3 months ago. But Trick, like I said, this is to my people like here in the South Florida area, Dade, Broward, Palm Beach County, all the way up to Ocala, all the way up to Central Florida, North Florida. Do I take Trick's daddy seriously on this? And no, not really. Not really. But he had to be put on. He's got to be put on notice. See, he did this just going to be relevant, still want to be famous and all that. When I do this show, I don't give a damn about no fame. All I give a damn about is results of an impact that I made to somebody. Shoot. I don't give a darn about the fame. I don't give a darn about the fortune. Because all that's will come in time. If you're passionate about what you do. And more importantly, if you're passionate about your people. But at the same time, to some of these ladies that are comfortable and wanting to be mediocre instead of trying to make yourself great of what you can be, but you're just comfortable at being mediocre and buffoonish and want to be up on that scandal, be it that Olivia Pope, Cookie Lyons, Medea crap. Just stay your ass right where the hell you are. And let the real sisters, the queens, step up. And let them go ahead and handle their business like they supposed to. Because see, the real queens ain't going to deal with somebody like a Trick Daddy. They just simply going to step to him and they're going to put him in his place. Without going ahead and generalizing every black man, But now word had got out that he went in, clarified and stuff like that. Oh no! Hold on! Slow your roll. Flag on the play. Technical motherfucking foul. Here I go. Nah. You don't get out there and say something like you said 24 hours ago, and then you go pull out. You gonna retract your statement at 11 hours. No, bro. You don't. I'm saying you don't get no props. You don't get no points like that, bro. Nah, it's not happening. But the thing that get me was the doggone comment section, because the article I read, let y'all listen to you, is basically from BET.com. No surprise. Viacom owned, white owned Viacom. What else? I'm just gonna read a few of them to you and tell you, see what some of these cats are on. One is this guy from Vegas, Mayweather's backyard, named Troy Griffin, saying, well, that's true. Black women are all about drama and carrying garbage. But I think a couple of sisters done put them in this place. Said, this is from Mosley Got Skills Sand. Says, well, she works at CDC. Well, do you know all black women? Maybe the ones you haven't associated with. So I guess all, in capitals, the black women in your family like that too. Wow. Maybe y'all should start uplifting and supporting your black women more. And this is from Leslie Anderson Freeman, who's from Anderson Freeman Insurance Agency, whatever. She was referring to Mosley Got Skills, saying, honey, please don't waste time. Who can possibly take this guy seriously? I agree. And from another one, from Erica Carey, said, that would be like saying all black men are thugs and lazy. Right. Don't put all black women in the same basket. I know I don't put all black men in the same. Just like I said, you got some sisters out here that's coming out here stepping up to the plate. And this is one from, he's supposed to be a CEO of Team Hate. He says, so WTF is all the black women who complain about black men getting with other ethnicities then? Are we going to pretend like they don't exist to be mad at Trick for speaking the truth? Well, you already heard my saying that I agree with Trick to a degree, but I don't agree with him entirely. And sister responded to this coon, this old buck dancing fool, saying, Joshua Sula, dating outside of one's race is not the issue. It's when you express disparaging, disgusting, and dangerous thoughts and beliefs about your own or another ethnicity or culture to justify your preference for another ethnicity. The disrespect demonstrated is what's really sad and shows a level of weakness, because that individual is projecting a stereotype to not only his or her own ethnicity and culture, but to the one that are dating. It's no problem to date outside of your race because it's more acceptable, but it is an issue if there's a level of weakness and hate associated with it. That couldn't be well more explained than that. Now I'm going to try to see if I can get a couple of them because I'm kind of pressed for time here. And this is one from Indicia on top of her game, Tolliver. That's what I'm talking about. She says simply like this: nothing true about this. You can't compare peasants to royalty. I just heard the mic drop. I just heard the mic drop right about now. That was all need to be said. Just 9 words was said in the statement. Nothing true about this, but never mind the 9. Let me just go with the 5. You can't compare peasants to royalty. And this is another one from Teresa Harris. Says, that's why they call him Trick Daddy. He's an ass. Irv had explained that a lot more better in his podcast. You can check him out on his station, Irvin V. Griffin Show, a lot more better than I could. But me being from Miami, Florida, I know more about Trick Daddy than Trick Daddy know about Trick Daddy. Okay? But, you know, I bet you some of the same ones he just insulted will be the same ones that'll probably line up at a club, whether it be or a strip club, whether it be King of Diamonds, whether it be G5, whether it be Live on Sunday, or anywhere else like that, and still want to go ahead and see him. And some of them wouldn't even mind going ahead and degrading themselves just to go ahead and get next to him. But unfortunately the lady groupies gonna have to compete with the much more emasculated male groupies. You know? And see, like I said, I could not even be in a situation like that. Because I guarantee you, if one of those fools would have tried me with some junk like that, somebody would be catching an assault charge. That's just as much as that video that Jason Black was talking about that was being shown on Facebook, and I seen that I couldn't even watch that junk with the Q dogs, all bunch of sweaty dudes in the room, pants hanging off they showing their bare naked asses. Oh. And doing all other type of unmentionable stuff. Them stupid Greek fraternities. The only thing the Greeks ever brought to here to this country is sodomy. And speaking of sodomy, did Trick had a song out, a single verse about saying how he got off by having a finger stuck up some dude's you know where? Some dude's hole where it say do not enter? All you Trick Daddy fans, I want y'all to think about that. What he said when it's that first saying. And don't try to get out there and act like you have a sudden case of amnesia that you don't know. Shoot, you can go, you got a smartphone, you got a damn iPhone, you got a Samsung Galaxy, or whatever little Chinese or foreign import phone that you got, or a tablet or PC or whatever. Google that sucker up. Oh boy, I tell you, this is gonna go ahead and conclude my show for the day, Coon Hunters Thursday, because I'm out of ammo right now. But before I go ahead and I'm gonna sign off, you ever get a chance, just go ahead, download the app Spreaker. You can find it in the Google Play Store. You can find the App Store if you got iOS. Go ahead, download it. Type in, search hashtag The Omazing Show. You'll also find my good friend Irvin V. Griffin also on Spreaker, as well as my other friend Kimberly Frazier. She's also on there as well. And another thing, I always talked about like this with Facebook. Well, let me tell you something, Melanoid Nation. Right now, we do got our own version of Facebook for social media's first step. That's Black Spot, started by Dario, by Darius. Young man there has put Black Spot. The app is in the Google Play Store right now. It's coming to iOS real shortly, so everybody that's got the iPhone, go like that. But that's our alternative to Facebook. That's something for us, so that way us, the Melanoid Nation, Black First, we can build right there. Also, that's our own central black media hub, and I always said how big we need to seriously have our own black media, unadulterated, unfiltered, unapologetic. Okay? That's just plain and simple like that. Because here over at The Omazing Show, it always has been and will be forever Black First. This your gracious, and that concludes my show for tonight. This is your gracious host, the original Night Rider, the Black Knight himself, Mr. O. Go ahead here, sign off. See y'all on the D-Bar. Oh, get ready for the show tomorrow. Yeah, early, like 10:30 a.m. Peace.